Hi.
Hey, here
Hey,
we
technology.
go. Awesome. Well, welcome everybody to What's Cooking with Dr. Cook. Very excited today because we are combining two of my favorite foods, chocolate and avocado, with a magnificent recipe from Chef Lisa Green. We are making brownies, only these are little brownie bites. And I'm not going to lie to you all, I did do a test batch earlier today, which is kind of where that whole idea of I had to go through several avocados. And my whole idea of like ripeness, of course, I love avocados. So what I thought was a true ready to go avocado was a lie today because I cut into four and they were just bad. They were bad. So we're going to cut into some more and we're going to find two that are
All
going to
right.
work, and we're all going to do this and you're going to watch us. Only, I thought mine turned out good, but they can be improved. But the key is that the taste, the best brownie I've ever had in my entire life, hands down. Once
Yay.
I licked the spoon, I knew it was going to be heaven. And yeah, this is going to be awesome. And we'll
Nice.
definitely like kick it off. But how are you doing today?
I'm doing awesome. Doing great. How are you? How are you? I love your
Oh,
shirt.
Mama said guac you out.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
So I actually got a whole bunch of food t-shirts when I was teaching foods in high school, thinking that I would be
Oh,
that cool foods teacher that would wear all
yeah.
these like, you know, I do great things and has like a cheese grater, mama said guac
Yeah.
you out.
Yeah. Yeah. Drop the
Uh,
beat, like a big beat.
yes, yeah. So I had like several of them, and then I get there and it was business casual with no t-shirts.
Oh.
And I was so sad, but I definitely snuck them in under some cardies,
Uh,
because on cooking days,
hmm
I was like, I can't get all the Banana Republic like ruined, come
Yeah, no
on. So,
kidding.
yeah. So, but I haven't had an occasion to wear this one. And I mean, on the regular today, I'm definitely hyped up because you know, it's my
It's
style.
avocado
Come on
day.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's avocado day. The
Mhm.
avocados are the best. Jeez.
Yes,
So,
yes, they are.
yay. So excited. But
Mhm.
let's jump into it.
Yeah, I have a
Let's
batch in
do
the
it.
oven right now to take out in probably like 10 minutes. So
Ooh, so
that
some
that was my practice
spoilers.
batch.
Yes, yeah, I have some questions as we go through it for sure. I think what I'm going to do is run through the audience. First of all, audience, thank you so much for being here. Yay, you're all super cool. I'm going to run through the ingredients with you all really quick before we actually get into the mixing part of it all, um, which was like a little scary at first. The different colors were a little freaky for me, going going through all of this. But then it got to a point where I was like, okay, okay,
I
all
mean, it,
right.
it came together.
It did, yeah, yeah. But there's definitely one shade where I was like, oh, this reminds me of when my kids were little and the rotavirus hit. But
Oh no.
like, but we got through it, and it definitely was like, okay, there's no more avocado here. Where'd it go? But ooh, the taste, unbeatable. So let's roll for
All
sure.
right.
All right. So I'm going to take you all to my mise en place, which, if you recall, is everything in its place. So you can see everything here. So for our ingredients, before I cut my avocados, actually, you all gave me an occasion to hold my butter in my butter holder here as
Oh my
well.
gosh, that
I
is great.
know. So, wow, there's the stick of butter. So, one stick of unsalted butter at room temperature. Yes, thank you. I know, it's so pretty. 4 eggs at room temperature. We also have the half cup of cocoa powder. Hershey's is what I chose. and then a half a cup of dark chocolate. So this is really cool. I actually found that Nestle makes semi-sweet morsels here that are
Okay.
allergen free. And
Oh,
so free from peanuts, tree nuts, egg, milk, wheat, soy, fish, and shellfish, believe it or not,
nice.
for your chocolate. But they taste perfect. So
They
there they
look
are.
great.
Yeah, and they taste amazing. We also have 2/3 of a cup of agave nectar.
Hmm.
So that's going to be the sugar replacement. And the 1/8 teaspoon of xanthan gum, which again, I had the gluten free. So that's what I have used. A 1/4 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. I just put it all in here. So there we go. I don't know. There. Hey, there's the box. There's the salt. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Yeah,
Nice.
that's it.
Yeah,
Hey, that's it.
that's
So
yeah. There's not a lot of ingredients. It's a super easy,
super
healthy
easy.
chocolate recipe. Yeah.
Definitely. So I'm going to cut my avocados here. Do you have
All
any
right, let's.
special way that you cut your avocados?
Um, Not really. I just kind of cut it in half, vertically, and take out the seed, take out the pit, and hopefully it comes right off the skin. That's about. Sometimes I've if they're super right, I've even like peeled them because the skin it just comes right off. So, but
Exactly.
I cut the recipe in half. So I have a one avocado already a little bit whipped that I'm just gonna put in
Ooh,
my mixer.
okay.
How's that
All
avocado? Oh,
right.
not there yet.
Oh, no.
Ah,
Maybe. Oh, all right.
yay!
Hey, it looks good. All right.
Good avocado. So how much are avocados down where you are? They're about a
Um,
dollar
I removed my pit
29
with
here.
this.
Yeah.
Gosh, I got a bag of 5 for $4.58.
All right. So pretty comparable. Yeah, I love avocados. They're so nice for a snack.
Definitely. And I always take my pit out by stabbing the pit with a knife.
I do that too.
It's the easiest. All
It is.
right, we're going with number 2. Do you grow your avocado pits?
No, I haven't tried. Yeah, I don't know if Michigan has the right climate for them, but how about you?
I am going to try it this year.
I think you should.
Ooh. So I cut this also looks perfect.
Yes, it does.
So I cut it a little short for me to do the knife trick for you all, so I'm gonna have to scoop that out. I think I have a grapefruit spoon in here somewhere. Um, has anybody in the audience grown your own avocado seeds before from an avocado? Well, super simple to
Well,
do.
so you start it inside, or do you
So
put
what,
it right
what
outside?
ooh,
Yeah.
so you start it inside.
Okay.
You actually
Oh.
so you take it, you clean it off, and you stick 3 toothpicks in it, and then you submerge it halfway in water. Okay.
That is super cool.
It is super cool. And then actually you want to change the water every 2 days and to keep it fresh. And then
Hmm.
after about 6 weeks, your avocado will actually sprout a root and then you can plant it.
How fun.
Yes, you don't want to cover the pit completely, but
So, will you get avocados this year, or will it be a couple years?
In this climate, probably a couple years because we'll have
Okay.
to bring it in
Okay.
in North Carolina. It would do
Yeah.
better a little bit south, but it'll need some TLC over the winter here.
Hmm. You can buy those indoor lights that are
Ooh.
really, yeah, really nice, and they just clip the ones that I have. Can clip them on a shelf and put your plants, or I like to have citronella year round,
Oh
and
my
a couple
gosh.
others.
Citronella is the best because it
It's
repels the mosquitoes.
exactly, and I love the plant. Just kind of rub it, smell it, gives you a nice little energy boost.
For sure.
All right.
So you have all of your ingredients all ready to go, right?
I do. I do. I have my avocado in there right now, the butter, the cocoa, the eggs, the agave,
Oh, already
and
mixed.
no, they're not mixed.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. There we go.
so
I did.
don't I whip these first?
Yes. Yes, you do. So you put the avocados right in your mixer and you just let them go for a little bit. If they are kind of a little bit more firm than you would like, maybe take your hands and squish them together. Because I had on my practice batch, I had the whip going a little bit too fast, and well, a piece of avocado decided to fly out. It was kind of funny.
Gotcha.
Um, but yeah, the avocados first, and then the butter, and then the sugar, the chocolate, and then the eggs, and then the dry.
All right.
There you are.
Well, I know. So you're all going to come to my mixer now,
Yay.
which is my second favorite thing to come out of my first marriage.
I hear you there.
Thank you. All
Nice.
right. Besides my child. All right.
Mhm.
Um, Here we go. So I'm gonna throw these in. I'm just gonna get messy.
Yes, this is not the cleanest dessert, but desserts
Oh
aren't supposed to be
yeah.
super clean. They're supposed to be chocolate. I was worried actually. I was like, do I have chocolate on my face?
I thought that too when I was looking at my melted chocolate, and I'm like, oh, I totally licked the spoon before this show
I
started.
know. All right, I'm gonna go. I'll be back in 20 seconds.
All right, so I'm going to start this. Um, Whoa. Okay,
Oh
so her
no!
point about mashing it up was totally legit, everybody. Um,
I missed it, but I heard it.
and also, unless you know what you're doing, like never stick your hands in here unless it's like unplugged or, you know, if you're a novice, this can be very scary. So
All right.
know what you're doing, know what you're doing. Okay, so there we go. Messy, very messy.
Oh, I know that sound. I can of the mixer and the
Just takes me back to all the food safety courses I've taught, and I'm like, don't stick your hands in the mixer, like
that's
just
why
don't
they
do that.
no, that's why they get those guards,
Yeah, come on now. Okay,
Oh.
jeez, oh Pete. Well,
Yeah,
also
my
I think
first
these are a little hard. All right.
now what I did is that I
Okay,
think I ended up putting the melted chocolate in a little bit early to soften them up a little bit.
I might potato mash this for a minute.
That works too.
Otherwise, I think it's actually going to fly out. I'm also going to put an apron on.
Oh.
See, this is how everybody learns, what not to
Yeah,
do.
you know, cooking is one of those. things. You gotta live in the moment. You gotta be like, try something else. So.
The cat is over here just staring at this piece of avocado. Um,
Oh, yeah, my dogs are
all right.
outside.
Yeah. Well, he had surgery, so he has a cone on right now, and
Oh no. No, he's just staring at you like wait until you sleep.
yeah. I know. I had to cover up the test batch.
Oh, I did pull my test batch out of the oven. I'm not going to show them yet. But I think they're going to be okay.
With your test batch, though, I need to know everything about baking them properly because with my test batch, like I was telling you earlier, they did have a little divot, and I think it's because I didn't cook them long enough.
Probably. It's hard to tell sometimes with brownies, especially batters with a lot of liquid. The toothpick method, and also if you like touch it and it boings back, that's usually a good indication. But even though they're still fine, they'll just be a little bit denser, I guess, gooey.
Okay.
Because yeah, like I've underbaked quite a few things because they always look good done too. Like cookies especially, those always get me.
Definitely. Baking
You
is, it's definitely an art. Oh,
know.
I'm so excited about this entire recipe though, because I was just reading some wonderful, like, there's tons of avocado research. Um, Definitely about, all of the health benefits, even the health
Yes.
benefits of cocoa. Um,
Yes.
but
The
the very
flavonoids.
cool thing is there was a recent, like, news article. I think I was reading it on CNN maybe like last week, and they were talking about like one of their long-term studies. So it was the nurses' health study, and I think it was the health professionals follow-up study. So they were looking at, you know, like 40 to 70,000 people in a long-term study.
Mm-hmm.
And what the result was is that eating at least 2 servings of avocado a week reduced the risk of having a heart attack by 21% when compared to avoiding or rarely eating avocados.
Wow, that's a
Yes.
that's a significant number.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm like, oh, that's fantastic because I love avocados.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
Yeah.
it does make sense. So, avocados have the good fats,
Mm-hmm.
so mono and polyunsaturated fats. And what that means is those reduce the LDL, bad cholesterol in the body versus saturated fats, which are associated with increased LDL cholesterol. So, heart healthy. Should I
Yay!
scrape the side of the
Yes,
bowl? Okay.
yes.
All right.
Yeah. I usually turn it off and lift it up.
Like my spatula choice today.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Let's go, boy. That's cute. That is cute. So, see, mine doesn't have, it seems like a lot less than yours. And I also wanted to do it this way to test the smaller batch to see how it panned out. Because with baking, if you scale the recipe for more people or less people, it's not always going to work out in your favor for some reason. When it all gets together and thrown in the oven, sometimes it just needs to be the numbers that you say it's going to be in the recipe.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and add my butter now. Half a stick. It's nice and stuck in my whisk. Now, for some reason, you can't find unsalted butter and you use salted. Just omit the salt in the recipe. And I don't see why you couldn't use some sort of substitute for it, like even coconut oil.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
I bet that would
Ooh,
work just fine.
I bet that would
The
taste amazing.
hmm I Yeah. For some reason, I think I've made it like that before. But
Should I put my butter in?
yes,
Okay.
thank you for the prompts. Gosh, look at your avocados. They look great.
Yay!
So good. With the leftover avocados, you can make a guacamole, make a soup, and put avocados as the garnish, and just eat them with salt, which is what I like to do. Oh, look at that butter, perfectly softened.
Yes.
And
It's
yeah, just
because I had the butter holder, so I
that's
could soften
right.
it all day.
That is right. Well, a trick that I like to do with butter is when my oven is preheating, is that I'll put it on the oven to
Ooh.
start to soften it, because that's one thing that I sometimes forget is to get it out to soften.
I actually was so happy today because I learned that my cooktop actually has a melt like setting on it.
Nice.
Yeah. I was like, I wonder if this is going to melt the chocolate chips. And it did.
Oh,
Like
nice,
perfectly.
nice.
Yeah,
That
without burning them. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because chocolate is one of those very sensitive foods that they don't. I did do the double broiler.
Oh, the double broiler.
Boil it,
So
yeah.
felt like I needed to turn that up, but now I think I have to put it. So for those of you who do not know what a double broiler is, I wish I had my equipment bingo sheet out, but it's like two pans on like in one pan,
Yeah.
and you put liquid in the bottom and whatever you're melting essentially on top.
In a bowl. I put
But
water.
they're saucepans. Yeah.
This is the longest part of the recipe right here. It's getting it all whipped together. And this is one of those things, honestly, if you had like something else to do, like a phone call to make or an email to do, you could walk away and just let it do its thing, and then come back and be like, oh, look at that. It's all whipped.
Whippy good.
Oh,
You want to know another cool thing about avocados?
yes, I do.
So, avocados have 1 gram of fiber per tablespoon.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's good to know.
Yes. I actually like to
Yeah.
eat my avocados like just on a piece of sourdough bread with a little
Mm,
sprinkle of salt.
yes. Oh,
I
I
think
do
that's
too.
delicious.
I also like to eat them with a tortilla chip, just
Oh,
as
yeah.
that's my spoon, is the tortilla chip.
What kind? Blue corn or regular?
Um, just regular. The corn, I can't remember the name of the brand. They're like restaurant style, big
Ooh. The
triangles.
Santitas, is it?
Maybe,
Oh.
maybe. So, wow, that looks great. Is it
Does it?
time to
Okay.
add? Well, no.
Agave?
Yes, agave.
Agave.
This is a great sweetener for people that are vegan, because honey, is processed by bees, and it's a nice honey substitute.
This was a part of the recipe when I was making it at first where I was like, I don't know about this. And then once I moved forward with this, I was like, okay, okay, all right. But at first I was like, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, this is okay. This is the split pea soup time.
Yeah.
But
or rotavirus time. I don't think.
oh gosh.
It,
Everyone, it tastes great. I promise.
it tastes the best. It's the best brownie I've ever had. You get traumatized when you're a kid. I don't know. I had to throw out a couch because of that. I mean, like,
Oh gosh. I think you told me that story. See, mine doesn't. Yeah, mine's looking pretty. Yeah.
it is always fun when you find a food that is a fat but also has fat soluble vitamins like vitamin E, because then it can actually help you absorb the vitamins while you eat it.
Okay, I was just gonna ask you that actually, like if there was a certain food that we should pair with the avocado to help it us absorb the vitamins, but it does it all itself.
Well, that's, always one of those like funny things that you don't think about like when you're younger. Actually, when I moved here, I had a lot of people when I was working in the hospital tell me that like their grandmas would always say, "Take your vitamin with a pat of butter," and and they
Oh,
never understood like why their grandmas would say that. And I'm like, well, I wouldn't recommend a pat of butter, but this is why your grandma said that, is because you shouldn't take a vitamin unless you're eating it like something that contains fat, because the fat soluble vitamins in that multivitamin will not be absorbed in your system without
mm-mm.
fat, because they're fat soluble
You'll
vitamins
just
like D, E, A, and K. Yeah. But
gosh,
that
you're
makes
that
sense.
it does make sense. It makes it it says it right on the label, that
Who reads
soluble, doesn't
labels?
it?
Come on.
I know. I
Oh, well, yeah.
do.
Me too. I read the whole pamphlet.
I bet. And then I started like looking up ingredients that I don't know that I can't pronounce. I'm like, probably not gonna buy that one.
Right.
uh, but
All
that
right.
I think you're
Looking
ready
better?
for. It
All
looks
right.
amazing. You've done this
I'm ready for
before.
that. Yes. Yes. All right. I'm thinking it's the eggs. So I just cracked mine while it was whipping. Is that what
Yeah,
you do?
yeah. Mine are in a um, they're the bowl too. Eggs and then the chocolate. Is that what it said? Ah, I see what you mean. I normally don't do it that way, just in case I get shells in the batter. But it's
I live dangerously.
yes, you do. It reminds me when we went and saw Austin Powers when we were in high school. You did the best
The best Austin
Austin
Powers.
Powers impression.
Thank you so much. Oh,
I don't know if I
yeah.
should have said that, but
What's funny is like a year later, Lisa from Galesburg, she did a short film for her senior project and had me star in it with that character.
really,
Yes. I've never
that
been
is,
able to get a copy of it, but it was spectacular.
I bet it was. I bet it was.
I lost my mojo. I had to go all over Kalamazoo, Michigan to find it.
I remember.
Have you seen my mojo?
Did you end up finding it?
I think I did. Well, I mean, I never really lost it. Come on.
No, of course.
Uh,
You just. Oh gosh. What movie? Oh, so Empire Records. You know what day Friday is?
It's Rex Manning Day.
It is. Not
Yes.
today.
What's with
Oh,
today?
yes. Oh, I love that movie.
I think everybody in Empire Records would have really enjoyed these brownies.
Yes, I think they would have.
All right. Everybody in the audience, please stick with us no matter how you feel about the current aesthetic of this batter. Because I promise you, it only gets better from here.
Yes. Yes, it does.
So
The fat
not
is catching up.
only do avocados have benefits, but so does cocoa. Lots of
Yes.
antioxidant properties. Actually has flavonoids. So those relax your blood vessels and have been connected to reduced blood pressure.
Now this is dark cocoa, like the what am I? Dutch cocoa, the one
So
with the
just, well, they say like cocoa in general, so
okay.
unsweetened. So there's a lot like there's a lot with the cocoa in terms of how much of the flavonoids are actually lost during cooking. But like with this recipe, there's so much with the unsweetened cocoa in the dry powder, and the cooking time is so short that there's definite flavonoid power in
Yes.
these.
Gosh,
And that's
I
the
want to try
thing
you.
is the powder versus like, the morsels. The morsels are great. And I'm sure, people can, eat their dark chocolate and, still reap some benefits from that as well. But really the focus on the dry powder for this, 100%.
Okay. Look at
Should I turn
that.
this up or do you think it's
I think it's
worthy?
I think it's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
So this is to start adding the melted dark chocolate.
Yes. And depending on how warm it is when you really want to watch. You don't want to scramble the eggs in there.
Right, right, right. So I was doing like a scoop at a time,
Okay.
like just a scoop,
Hmm.
just a drizzle.
Now it's I was just like, yeah, got the swirls and the pea soup. Now this recipe is so fun. I haven't made it in quite a few years, and it's always nice to revisit recipes.
Smells so good.
Ooh. With every ingredient, I like to do a little scrape just to make sure that there's always that little divot in the bottom of the mixing bowl that is like no man's land for the whip.
Oh yeah, I should probably do that before the dry.
Mm-hmm.
And with the recipe, because I know that we're gonna have this actual recipe with a few different methods available on the food guide site here on 420. Um, these are the brownie bites, but let's say you wanted it like a little more brownie consistency. how do you get there?
What I do is that I don't whip it as long to get that air into it. So I take
Ah,
that out, and then I'd also add more of the melted chocolate. That would make it a little bit more
oh,
dense, like a brownie if you're looking for like a fudge like brownie, I guess would be the
yeah,
way to describe it, as opposed to a cake like brownie. Um,
gotcha.
yeah, and those would take longer to bake, and but they're still going to be fantastic. It all depends on what your tastes are. And these are also a brownie that you could add peppermint to it. You could add almond extract, raspberry.
Ooh.
You know, the orange. You could do like a chocolate orange and put some candied orange on top, or some candied orange peel. Those are good.
Mm.
I think I put pistachios on the first batch I made because there was a little bit of green, but not too much. But I didn't want them to know that there was avocado in them. I was trying to, you know, like sneak in some healthy dessert.
For sure. Well, my first batch, which I, thoroughly inspected, thoroughly,
Cat
I tell
approved.
you, had no sign of avocado.
All right. So I think you can probably put in your dry. Did you put all the
Cool.
chocolate in?
I'll scrape
Yeah.
it.
Put in the dry, and then that dry, all you want to do is mix it until it's incorporated, and then put it in your baking muffin tin. Did you use silicone or did you use?
I use traditional. The
Okay.
only silicone I have are donut pans.
Ooh, that would be
Yeah.
fun. Gotta love donuts.
Yeah, yeah. It was actually a really good lab for the high schoolers was having them do cake donuts. It was a good way for them to actually eat the food. They
Yeah,
got psyched about that.
I bet. I bet they did.
Heck yeah.
I
They're like, donuts? Dr. Cook,
want
you're the
some.
best.
So, at the local donut shop up here, Sweetwater's, they have a donut called the Homer Simpson donut.
Huh?
It's my favorite. It just looks exactly like it. The pink frosting, the sprinkles, and it's really good.
Ooh. Well,
Oh, the vanilla.
so Sweetwater's is a donut shop in Kalamazoo that is by Western Michigan University campus, where I got my bachelor's and my master's, and they actually have a donut for my favorite beer too, which is
Yes,
Oberon, Bell's Oberon.
yes, they do. And that has a orange on it, a
It
candied
does.
orange. I don't want to put that in yet.
All right. My dry ingredients are in.
All right. And awesome.
This is where the magic
Mine,
happens.
it is. Yes, it is.
Watch the magic happen.
Look at that. And then what I always do,
Yes.
the magic is that I always take it off and finish the rest with the spatula.
Oh, like right now?
Like, it's up, yeah. Because sometimes the dry doesn't want to mix all the way. And
Okay.
it's up to you. I can't tell how dry, how much is in it. It's hard to. It looks awesome, and kind of looks like a frosting. I thought about it as I was making it. I was like, I should make a frosting out of the
So
avocado.
honestly, yeah. So when I first made this, I was kind of, not gonna lie, a little skeptical because I'm like, this is way too like fluffy. But then I was like, All right, gave it a shot, and oh, I was blown away. Like I said, it's my favorite. It's my favorite brownie. Yeah, I love it.
Yay!
So I
Yay! Yay!
will continue to stir over here as well.
All right,
I'll bring it. I'll
bring
bring it.
it.
So
Stir it up.
stir it up.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Nice and fluffy and these honestly, I'm sure you can freeze them. I have frozen baked products before, and they always turn out. I don't think I've done it with these, but I don't see why you couldn't.
Cool.
Just kind of take them out here and there. I guess I'd have to do a test batch before.
Yeah.
I certainly
Okay.
say it's okay, but all right, look at that.
Think it's ready?
I think it's definitely ready. So
all right.
I only have one of the
Yahoo!
beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Your counter kind of looks like my counter, not this counter, but
Ooh. Came with the house. All right. So do you think I should put them, fill them all the way, just the
like
line?
3/4.
Oh.
Or 1/8. That looks good.
Okay.
They're not going to rise too much. And then
I got enthusiastic with my test batch, and they were fun.
Yeah. I kind of was like, get it in there. Well, I recently moved, so a lot of my stuff is still kind of not exactly where I know exactly where everything is. So,
Gotcha.
gosh, those look awesome.
They smell amazing, and I know they taste good. And
Oh.
you gave me an excuse to use my mini muffin tins for the first time. I don't know what kind of situation I've been going through, in my life, to where I've just accumulated a bunch of cooking of stuff that I haven't used. But I'm glad we have an occasion now, because I was cleaning out my cutting board, I guess, cupboard, and found 4 mini muffin trays.
Wow.
Maybe I inherited on through some sort of situation over the years. But yeah, hey, this is awesome.
Yeah. It's
Or what?
I think I only have one, so it's once it's done, pop them out, do it again. What I do, I have the problem with that clearance rack at stores, and it seems like baking items, baking stuff, they go on sale, they go on clearance. I'm like, $3 for another cake pan. Yes.
Right.
I'll use it sometime when I can't find my other one.
Yes.
Have backups, but
yeah, I'm with you there.
I'm excited to see your final product. Unless the cat got
so
him.
Cool.
Yes.
No, actually, good point. I'm going to throw one in right now, though.
Now these, probably 17 to 20 minutes would be, and baking is one of those, the temperature of your kitchen could have an effect on how long the brownies would take. I don't know if it's humid outside, or if it's,
it's hot
all
today.
Relative. Is that?
It is 80 something here in North Carolina. Ooh. All right.
Wow.
Do you have your test batch?
I do. I was waiting for you. I wanted you to show yours first.
Well, do you want to see my test batch?
Yes.
Do you guys want to see my test batch? I'll prepare it. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll prepare it for y'all.
Okay.
I had to hide
Good.
it from the cat.
Yes, you did. Mine, I use a really dark chocolate. Let me see. Here's my test batch.
Oh, wow.
So, nope, I haven't eaten them yet. I'm gonna taste it. So there's the crumb. You can see inside a little bit.
Ooh. Oh, nice. Nice, nice.
Oh, those are
Those
good.
are dark.
Mm-hmm.
I fervently had to throw these into a Tupperware, so they're a little, they're a little smushed on the top, but it's
Oh,
okay.
nice.
You'll all forgive me.
Yes.
Um,
And then with the leftover chocolate, I just put a little bit on top.
Yum.
What do we got?
Okay, so
Okay.
here's the test batch. And
Oh, they're beautiful.
yeah,
Yeah, the little divot.
honestly,
You know,
little divot.
but that's
Yeah,
okay.
but
It's all right.
so good.
Yeah. Yum. They're perfect.
Mm,
They are
hmm
perfect.
I think these are gonna actually like turn out to be much better because I did take them out a little prematurely because I was so excited to actually taste them because
Mm-hmm.
I licked the spoon, and that was the thing is I licked the spoon, and I knew that it was going to be my favorite batter ever.
Yes.
So with these ones, I'm actually super enthusiastic about it. But I should probably let Alexander try one. If he's listening, he can come. He can come and try one.
This is so good.
There he is. Yes.
And you really, you would never know there's avocado in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which,
here he comes. You can take the testing plates and go try them and then give us your honest opinion over
there he is.
there. Yeah. We'll see what he thinks. Cool. Yeah. Let's see if I can get a little light on here.
What about you? You got to try them again.
I will.
I love seeing your smiling face.
I'm so excited. All right. I think he's coming on.
Yay!
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, and let's see. Oh my God, they're heavenly. Yeah, huge fan. Really like the texture as well as the taste.
Thanks. Yay!
I never would have, imagined an avocado chocolate pairing, but man, it really works.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay! Woo!
We have a huge fan of the chocolate avocado brownies, and I will taste one too. But I will
Uh,
tell you, these ones are already cooking like way better
Are they?
because I didn't fill them
Oh.
all the way to the top, so they're not spilling
Mm-hmm.
over. So that's good. But yeah, I was
Yay.
gonna see if I can show you.
Oh, look at that. Oh,
Yep.
beautiful. I love watching the science, all the ingredients doing their thing.
Yes.
could have easily eaten them all.
He could have easily eaten them all, is what he said.
Yay.
Yeah. So to make sure they don't have the divot in the middle, I just need to cook them longer.
Yep.
All right.
I don't know if you can see how kind of they're crinkly, I guess.
Yeah.
You see, that might And these ones, I thought they were going to be a little overbaked because I think I went past the time that's supposed to check on them, but they actually turned out perfect. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna so good.
Yeah, I think
And they
it'd
don't
be
gum up your mouth
cool.
really. It's like other brownies, sometimes you get that, but kind of like the peanut butter mouth, I guess.
The first thing I thought of when I tasted them, like out of the oven, is that I wanted to put like a scoop of vanilla ice cream on top because it reminded me of the molten lava cake from Red
Oh,
Lobster.
yes.
You know?
Yeah. Speaking of, I
Yeah,
have a good lava cake recipe too.
really. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly the consistency, like, of this actual like brownie bite, how it's just like soft and like fluffy. And I think like pairing it with like a pistachio ice cream. Oh my gosh. But yeah, no, I
Love
mean, you
pistachios.
can't tell that this is a healthier option by any means, you know? And I've used agave nectar as a sweetener in the past, and it wasn't my favorite. Now I don't know if it's because like, I had it added into tea or something like that.
Hmm.
So I wasn't sure what to expect with this recipe, but I love it. I mean, I can't even notice a flavor difference. And, my family will tell me all the time, maybe you recall, I have the super sniffer. I can smell anything from like 5 miles away, maybe 10. Um, I think like that guy in Psych,
Hmm.
like I can smell anything. That means my heightened sense of taste is also up there too. So,
Hmm.
if the agave nectar wasn't well blended in there, I could pick it out, but it is. I mean,
Hmm.
it tastes so good. The whole combination of it, it just tastes like the best brownie I've ever had. So,
Yay.
for those of you who have been watching, please make this. And like, um, if you like brownies, if you like anything sweet, because it's not just about the pairing of the chocolate and the avocado. It's the fact that this is honestly a really great recipe. It's just that good. I just want to take them out. They're almost ready. But yeah, honestly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
What inspired you to use the avocados though?
I have a friend who him and his wife were coming over for dinner a couple years back, and he's celiac and diabetes, and so I and he loves chocolate. So I just started researching, and what I always do is I read a bunch of recipes, and then I kind of take a little bit of that recipe, a little bit of that recipe, and put it into my own. So and do a test run, and then but that's right, a friend. So
Yeah,
a friend.
accommodating a friend. That's the best
Yeah.
way because you were cooking with
Hmm.
love.
Yep. Yep. That's always the way to do it. Is cook with love. The
Definitely.
food tastes differently when it's cooked with love.
It does. My goodness.
Hmm.
It does. I always find it like more pleasurable when you're, excited to make something for somebody
Hmm.
else.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
So
What's the last meal you cooked?
chocolate avocado brownies.
Yes.
This is dinner.
They
Oh,
are
I don't know.
that good. Jason's like,
I know y'all are punchy. Y'all are punchy on avocado brownie chocolate.
Punchy. It's
yeah. I think that's you know, it some dinner is better than no dinner.
yes, I am not having these for dinner. I will have some nutritious whole meal. So, not sure what yet,
Yeah,
but probably a salad.
we um we had so much fun with the panko encrusted eggplant, and we just actually thawed the leftover sauce and used it in another meal this past week. So everybody, like, please check out that recipe. It just actually went live today on foodguides.com. So Chef Lisa had us make panko encrusted eggplant with a roasted red pepper coulis sauce. And it was a full-blown like experience making all of that. It was so good though. But the sauce, it made so much sauce. So I had to freeze most of it actually, and we just like used it. And it's just so good. So good.
Yep. Yeah. Which is fine. I mean, you have a quick meal.
You know. Yep.
So much fun.
Awesome. I know. Well, I don't know if these are going to be ready by the time we sign off here, but you all have experienced how good they look. I'll give you another look.
Show us a peek. Yeah, let's look.
I can open up the oven, too, but I think they'll need a little more time. Just give you a little look-sees.
Yep, got the little divot.
Yep, need a little more time.
They're getting there.
They smell so good, though. And then I've got round 2 ready to go and a ton more here. And then, don't judge me, the cat container here, the cat-free container. The ones from earlier, they're so good.
Yes, they are.
Yes. And a ton of avocados for later.
So with avocado, once they get that perfect ripeness, you can put them in the refrigerator and then they'll last a little bit longer.
Oh.
I've done that quite a few times with avocados because, sometimes they just, ripen up on you so fast.
So fast. That was crazy. I mean, I literally just got those Sunday and 4 or 5 of them dead to me. Just sad. It's so sad. I couldn't even save like a teaspoon from any of them.
That's too bad.
I know, but I have more, so that's okay. Plenty more for all of my different uses, as in just eating them.
Yep.
So, yeah.
You know what's good on them? Everything.
Yeah. Little salt. Just a little. Yeah. Well, does anybody have any questions for Chef or I? Did you enjoy the chocolate avocado? Would you make it?
What? Are you talking to me?
No, I'm talking to the audience.
It's been a long day.
Chef Lisa's like, I did. Didn't I just make it?
Yeah.
I think so.
Gosh. Yeah. All right.
Well, it's funny when I'm looking at the phone, all I see is you and me, and I don't see any.
Oh, you've got the big pictures up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I'm afraid to touch anything because I really don't know how to get back to the other screen.
All good.
I just might lose it all if I hit the wrong button. So.
It's all good. It's all good. Well, this is super fun. I'm excited for these to come out of the oven. We will post.
Let's post pictures on the socials. We'll post pictures of the finished ones on the socials, so everybody go follow us at Food Guides Help on all the socials.
Yes, definitely. Check out our progress on our wonderful brownie bites. You can follow our progress at Food Guides Help, Food Guides with an S, Help. And that's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Of course, you can see us here Wednesdays at Fireside. And definitely check us out on the site. So foodguides.com. The contributors write such beautiful work about nutrition. There's recipes like Chef Lisa's eggplant recipe, which is out today, and great stuff. I mean, just really cool stuff. I mean, diverticulitis questions, it's on the site. Questions about low FODMAP, it's on the site. GERD, acid reflux, on the site. So yeah, cool
It's a
stuff.
nice resource.
Great resource for sure. But yeah, well, thank you all for joining. And
thank you for having me as always.
Always. Can't wait to see what we cook next.
Oh, no.
Yay.
All right. Well,
everybody have a good night. We'll see you again soon.